Entitled aunt wants a fancier wedding for her daughter and wants my dad to basically pay for it. My family is from a South Asian country with multi-generational homes and traditional, close-knit family structures. One tradition in our family is that adult males, such as my dad, contribute to paying for weddings. My cousin recently got married, and the wedding took place in our home country. My parents, sibling, wife, and I did not attend the wedding, not because we had anything against it but because traveling to our home country is expensive and time-consuming, involving about 14 or more hours of flying. When the wedding planning was initially arranged, my dad agreed to contribute $4,000. This amount is more than what his brothers are contributing, but he is okay with it because he is the oldest. Additionally, $4,000 goes a lot further in our home country than it does in the US. My aunt was completely fine with this amount initially. The problem began when my family attended my wedding a few months ago. My wedding was quite nice, and a couple of weeks later, my aunt demanded that my dad pay more money so that her daughter's wedding could be more lavish than what they had initially planned. The amount she demanded was $30,000. I'm not sure how she arrived at this figure. Essentially, she saw the wedding we had and assumed that my dad had money to spare. My dad refused her demand, stating that he didn't help pay for my wedding. This was true because my wife and I covered about 95% of all the costs associated with our wedding. My mother-in-law paid for my wife's dress and for brunch for the guests the morning after the wedding, but these were voluntary contributions, and we did not ask for financial help from my parents. They aren't well off and are very frugal. I'm not sure why my aunt thought my dad should have contributed to my wedding in the first place, especially since, according to our tradition, the bride's family is responsible for paying for the wedding. She may have assumed we did things differently because I married a Caucasian woman. My aunt responded to my dad's refusal by suggesting that he should have money available to give since he didn't have to pay for my wedding. I found this reasoning quite absurd. My dad told her that if she wanted a more extravagant wedding, she would need to either pay for it herself or ask someone else for the additional funds. He made it clear that he was fine with sticking to his initial offer and was not inclined to contribute more. In the end, my aunt accepted the initial offer of $4,000. Based on the few pictures I have seen, they ended up having the wedding they had originally planned. I am all for helping family members who truly deserve or need assistance, but this side of the family can be quite entitled. At least it provides me with some entertaining stories.